Hey guys, it's Ventura from the AXV cast, and this is my episode 1 review of Powers, a PlayStation original series. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep on saying that, but it is PlayStation's first original series. This is also the studio that brought you Breaking Bad, so that's pretty cool to keep in mind. Now, I never read the comic book Powers, so this is just my opinion based on the show itself, and me meeting the characters for the first time. Also, there will be spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen the first episode, it's free on PlayStation's channel on YouTube and PS3, PS4. So, let's begin. So, Powers is a show about a world where there's people with special abilities, examples such as the ability to fly, shoot lasers, control the weather, and these people are called Powers. And then you have regular people like us, just human, and right off the back, I really enjoyed the atmosphere and the aesthetic of the show. Like, you see young adults that have powers, have their own costume and wear masks, trying to be popular just for the sake of popularity, not even trying to be heroes. And you just see people flying and random battles throughout the sky. So I really enjoy that. It's pretty cool. Now we're introduced to our main character, Christian Walker. Christian Walker was a power. Matter of fact, he was a hero, a very popular one back in the 90s and 80s. From what I got, at least I think that, because powers do age slower. That's what they said on the show. And he had his own TV show and superhero team. He was basically a celebrity. Until one day he fought his ex-mentor, Wolf. Pretty much has the ability to eat people, consume them. It's kind of weird. And throughout that battle, he pretty much, I guess, consumed Walker's powers. And even now, Wolf is not even dead, he's actually locked up in a incarcerated space called the Shaft. And now since he lost his powers, he is now just a regular human. And since he became a human, he became a cop and joined a division called the Powers Division, which pretty much just deals with homicide cases and power-related cases. And from what I gather too, I really like the main character, Christian Walker. It's awesome because he's basically a washed-up actor. And he's not even trying to find his glory, he's actually trying to cope, like him being powerless, like not be able to fly. At least I think that's all he had. I don't know if he had another ability. Because there was one scene where you see a battle in the sky, and then he goes up on his like balcony. He almost tried to like jump off, but not really. Until for that quick second he forgot he didn't have power. So like scenes like that I really enjoyed too. It's actually pretty cool. So our main character is pretty much a broken mess in some ways. And now we're introduced to our second character, Diana Pilgrim. And Diana, from what I've seen, is very sarcastic, new to the task force of Powers. But also, I didn't really get much from her because I guess I wondered, like, why did she join Powers? And it showed that she just joined for the sake of joining, just to know how to take down a power. And the reason she joined Christian Walker is because Christian Walker knows about powers. So to be honest, I really didn't get that. It looked like she just joined for just joining. I hope she gets her own story arc. I do like their banter, but I haven't seen their connection yet, so yeah. I hope they get more. Now the episode starts off with Christian Walker, who just lost his partners to a power, and he just lost his ex-teammate, Olympian, who was hanging out at a club and died from a heart explosion, which was caused by a drug called Sway, which could boost up your ability, and the person that gave it to her was this girl called Christine. Now, also, since we met Christine, this introduces another class of people called wannabes, and wannabes are basically just regular people or regular kids that are just want to be powers. They want to have powers, so they just hang out with, like, I guess, the cool kids, kids with powers. So she was at the crime scene, and we find out, well, prior to that scene, she had intercourse with Olympian, who was in fact 75 years old. Yeah, that's what I mean when they age slowly. They don't even look at their age. And then we see another villain called Johnny Royale, who apparently was another pupil of Wolf, and I'm guessing friend of Walker. And his ability is actually pretty cool, because his ability is to like pop in and pop out, basically teleportation. And every time he does it, you hear a popping sound, which is pretty cool. And I really like it, because he's like a sleaze dog guy, and he's just, to be honest, I have no idea what's his main plan. But he's a pretty cool guy, because when he killed this one guy called Bug, he just like made his head disappear because he took it with him. And it's pretty cool, and I really like that. But I also like his demeanor. I do want to know what his agenda is. Like, why is he giving away this thing called Sway, these drugs, to people for free, matter of fact, from what I've seen. And also, he's the distributor, but he does make it, but we don't know where he gets it from, which I do want to find out. I'm pretty sure they're going to show that in the next few episodes. There's also this henchman called Simon, who has the ability to like multiply himself, which is actually pretty cool. I like stuff like that. It's awesome. Now later on during the episode, Walker calls up a girl prior to he was investigating, and it kind of showed us his weakness, because to be honest, I wasn't really sure what he was going to do. I don't know if they were gonna hook up or anything, because prior to that scene, he met up with Wolf, and we end up finding out that Wolf has his powers, and he can give them back. And then you see Walker kind of break down and tells us that, yeah, him and Royale was students of Wolf. So, and it kind of shows like, oh, wow, this character is kind of weak. But then, you know, it shows weakness because he just lost, I guess, close friend, another close friend. So we meet this other girl who we met before called Zora. Apparently has the ability to lights, but I haven't seen it yet. So, yeah, but she's like a 20-something-year-old girl, so it's kind of, yeah, it does show weakness in the character. But of course, after finding out that the girl that he was looking for, the wannabe, Christina, that was there, was about to jump off a roof, off a building, and of course got there in time, and then they talk things out. This is a person that, like, she says she has powers, but she hasn't unlocked them yet, so I don't know, maybe she will or she won't. I'm hoping. I really don't know. But of course, she jumps off, and this is where another character moment where you see Walker jumping off, trying to catch her, because he said before, when he got his powers, he actually accidentally jumped off. And he almost hit the ground, but didn't. So when he jumped off to try to save her, he tried to fly, but he just couldn't. So, you know, the main character was about to die with the girl in her hand, so they got saved by Retro Girl, another ex-teammate from Walker's glory days, and just fly off. The episode ends. Now, I really enjoyed this first episode. It was awesome. I liked the world. I like the character. The villain seems to be cool. Like, the villain's cool, especially with his abilities. To be honest, and the only gripe is Diana Pilgrim. I just hope she gets a little bit more scenes, because I do see where they're trying to go with the character, because she is green. She is a new member of the task force, so I'm guessing she is us. We are the ones asking the questions, but she's not annoying by any means necessary. I just hope she does flesh out more and gets her own story arc by the 10 episodes. And if you guys want to give it a rating, I guess I'll give it a 8 out of 10. It was a solid episode. I should just watch it. It's already free on YouTube on the PlayStation channel. You see the first episode there. I'm aware that episode 2 and 3 are already out for PS3 and PS4 PlayStation Plus users, so I will have seen that, and I will be reviewing it. Also, if you don't mind subscribing, give us a like. Also, check out my podcast on this channel, where we talk about anime and video games and anime video games. And you can leave an email too at axvpodcast@gmail.com. So, later guys, and peace out.